Good morning. Welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I'm Amber. I don't know what I'm going to work on today. I was sitting here trying to remember. I had an idea for a Monday thing, and I forgot it. I didn't write it down. And now I can't remember what it was. Okay, we'll do that. Flower, Tunisian flower bouquet, Linky. Show. Good morning, Kimberly and Grammy Rita, Lisa H. Good morning, and Lynn and Anna, Banana. What was it? I was thinking maybe Market Mondays, but no, I don't think it was that. I was going to come on here and work on something. And I had like a flow like that, Market Mondays type of thing, and now I can't remember what it was. Although next week we are going to do spring cleaning. So I'm going to have a pile of these boxes, and I'm going to work through my WIPs, see how many we can get done, if not done, further into or closer to being done. What was I going to do? It's going to drive me nuts until I can think of that. Can't think of it. Here is the round poncho that I think I started this yesterday. Dude, looks like a little skirt. Kind of cute. Manic Monday's probably that, Kimberly. Oh, good morning, Miguel. I know, it does feel like Friday, doesn't it? I'm not ready for Friday. Ugh. That means I'm going to be gone all weekend. So that means I got to take stuff with me. I have to not pack, but I have to gather up a couple small projects to take with me. I'll probably take like this, this poncho. Probably take my shawl with me. I don't know. The only reason I don't like to travel with my shawl is because I want to keep this like it is, and I don't want it getting squished. So I might just leave it in this basket and just take this basket with me, and I can put that in the basket as well. It can hold another project in it. It's a big enough basket. In your world, it's Friday. You know, if you want it to be Friday, then it can be Friday for you. But yes, today is Thursday, but it feels like Friday for some reason. What was I going to do? Seriously, my mind. This is how my mind is sometimes. Where like where I get something stuck in my head, and I can't get it out until I figure it out or whatever. Melissa G, good morning. Can't remember. I can't remember. And I thought of it in the last like 30 minutes, y'all. Sometime in the last 30 minutes, it came to my mind. I was trying to remember. I was watching Tap Mama this morning. I watched her Whippin' Wednesdays, and she talked about the sweaters that she makes. But then I was like, well, I'll make all the bags. You make all the sweaters. I can't remember. It's gonna drive me nuts. Okay, let me start working on something, and maybe it'll come to me. Because that's how it works for me. I get in my head when I'm working on stuff. So oh goodness, what was it? I don't know. That's another thing I need to do. I need to work on packages. I got my 2 prizes from my channelversary, and then my yarn. I've already got 3 cakes picked out for you, Kimberly, for your bag of yarn. So this is my flower bouquet blanket. I'm still not done with wedge number 3. This thing is going to take me forever. Although, hopefully I'll be able to add on a new skein today. Good morning, BB. Now you got Manic Monday stuck in my head. Manic Monday. It's a Manic Monday. Oh my goodness. It had nothing to do with crochet, I think. What is that? I'm almost positive it had nothing to do with, well, I mean, maybe it did. So I was shopping for Handmade with Love tags and buttons and okay, hold on, I gotta itch my eyeball. Well, maybe not my eyeball, but my eyelid. Oh, what is it? It had, you know, how you do like WiP Wednesdays, how you do the play on words or like whatever that's called, where it has the same sound, WiP Wednesday, you know, it just kind of flows like that. Tip Tuesday. I can't remember. It wasn't with the beads, I don't think. Oh, it wasn't beads. It wasn't like paper crafts, I can tell you that. Gosh, I wish I could remember what it was. This is why you write. It's why I should always have a notebook with me. Speaking of notebooks, I bought these notebooks at Walmart the other day. I might have to go buy me another set just so I can have like a million of these around the house. So they're always within reach. Nice, Marianne. That's awesome. Good morning, Sharon. Okay, so I bought these notebooks in a set of 3. I think these were like maybe $2 for all 3 of these. So I just need to have one of these in every room of my house. So I can be like, okay, write that idea down. My gosh. Okay, so I was looking at Handmade with Love tags. I was looking at buttons. Ouch. I could have sworn it had something to do with my bags, the little crossbody bags. I was thinking about that too this morning. And I was watching a crime story video thing where, you know, it was about an incident that happened, and so I was just watching that this morning, finishing that this morning. I'm trying to go through everything I did to see if maybe it'll, like, light bulb. I stayed in bed till almost 7 o'clock. My youngest came in, and then I got up and got ready. It's supposed to be warm again today. Oh, let's see. Do I have a notepad? Yes, I do. But I don't always think about that either. I do have a notes thing on my phone. Good morning, Kendall. And not Sharon. I've already said hi to Sharon. I saw Miguel's thing. Jennifer. That's who I wanted to say. Good morning, Jennifer. let's see. It wasn't about WIPs per se that I can remember. I'm almost positive it wasn't crochet related. It wasn't Make It Mondays, because that's already what I have now. So we'll get there. We'll get there. Let's see. T-shirts, no. Stitch markers, no. Man, this idea I had apparently was not great because it hasn't hit me yet. Yeah, you better do that. Better do that, baby. Manic Monday. Stuck in my head. Was it stitch markers? It had an M at the beginning of it, y'all. It had an M because it was something Monday. Monday. But it wasn't Make It Mondays. It wasn't Make a Long Mondays. Marn, Moshe, Tunisian. I'm changing all the first letters of all the words to M. Gosh, what was it? Laying in my bed. I feel like it was something crafty. I just don't know what. I'm looking around my room to see what I have for crafty stuff that I could maybe come on here and do with you guys. Mashup Monday. No. Good morning, Annette. We're trying to joggle my brain and get this idea that came out. It was a good one, I thought. I remember thinking it was a good one. Oh my gosh. So now I'm sitting here talking to you guys out loud of this Manic Monday idea. Next week will be spring cleaning of the WIPs. Come on, brain. Why can you not remember? Macrame, nope. Good morning, Frizzy. It's Thursday, and that means Frizzy Day. Mosaic, nope. Nope, mosaic's just not my thing, I don't think. See, I keep going back to that one too, Melissa, because I'm like, maybe it was Market Mondays, because I could come on and work on things to make for markets. I just don't, it just doesn't feel like that was the idea, Market Mondays. It feels, I mean, it works, but I don't know that was the idea I had. Oh, well, and I think it was Market Mondays because I was watching Tap Mama's episode or video this morning, and she was talking about making a bunch of sweaters and just making them to make them, whether she made them like people commissioned them or not, but she would just make them and then make a bunch of them to sell at a market. Good morning, Valerie. Melissa G. I don't know. I don't know if Market Mondays was it or not. I hate my brain sometimes, y'all. I hate the memories issue that I have. And then I got on the, not bandwagon, but I got on the mission mode, whatever you want to call it, where I was looking at there's a game that was designed for reading and math and stuff. There's a bunch of games now with it, but this person that created it went on Shark Tank, and I guess Shark Tank must have one of them must have invested in this person because they are now selling these games. I've never seen these games before or heard of them, so I mean they're fairly new, I think, but it's called the Fidget Game, and I was on that bandwagon. I was on that this morning, right before the live, because I want to get some things. Like I have curriculum, but my youngest is doing an online reading thing, and so it's working well, I think, but it's slow, and I'm not trying to like rush it or anything, but what I'm wanting to do is just get something physical in front of him to play with and learn with. And so I came across this fidget game several months ago, and I've been dragging my feet to order it, and they've got a sale going on it for Easter right now, and so I was thinking about snagging the bundles for the reading and math, just to have some fun little fidgety games to play, and make it fun to learn outside of the computer that he works on, and getting him a workbook that he can practice handwriting in, because that's one thing it doesn't do, is there ain't no writing involved, and that I don't like. So I make sure that he does some sort of writing, so that way he is getting that in there. Just another manic Monday on Thursday. Let's see. Mighty Pen. Doo, doo, doo. I'm so going to do that when you show up now. Mighty Pen has arrived. Doo, 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 doo. Good morning. I don't know what your name is, but whatever the person with the @ handle with DDM is the first letters. Good morning, and thank you for being here. Oh my goodness, Lana, stop hurting yourself. And Valerie, you're working on Juan's Fifi rectangle blankets, so you'll be listening while you work. Hey, you know what? I do that all the time. It's funny because I get into a live and I say, hi, friends, and I literally put my phone down and pick up my work and start working on it. So people start responding, hi, Amber, and I'm like, I'm not ignoring you. I promise. I feel bad that I don't respond back sometimes, so I'll hop back in the chat real quick and I'll say, hello, friends, and that way I cover everybody again, so I can put my phone back down and watch the video or the live while I work on my crochet project or whatever I'm working on at the moment. Do, do, do. The Mighty Pen has arrived. Oh, goodness. I burned my hand. You see that red spot right there? That's one of those, like, ooh, I bumped it. The top of I was mixing whatever was in the oven, and I literally went like this. Boop. It not even long enough to do anything, but long enough that y'all, hot is quick to. That is amazing that you can literally like boop that fast, and your brain instantly says that's hot. Okay, that does not scream creator to you. I don't know what else does. Like, the fact that it's that instant, it's crazy. Mind-boggling that your nerves work that fast and your brain says, oh, that's hot, don't touch that. But you've already not touched it like minutes ago. Like, I don't know, it's crazy. All the little things like that the body does, it's like, woo, there's a creator behind that. There's just no way that just evolved. Jenny, good morning. Oh my gosh, Market Mondays. Was it Market Mondays? I don't know. I feel like that might be what it was, because like I said, I want to start making things. And so maybe that's what I was thinking I would do, is I would come on, I would create something on my Addy for a market or something. I don't know. And then I had another idea. I had it yesterday though, so that one's even further back in the memory. Can you tell I'm having another, like, I'm not having a manic moment, but like I'm having another one of those like energetic mornings, you know? Good morning, Debbie. It was something with Tuesdays. Or no, maybe Fridays. So I was looking, I had AI help me with it, and it was like, oh, shoot, now I can't remember that one. Market makes Monday. God, I feel like it was when I was thinking about that it came to my mind, because I was like, because I was willing to push like the bust the stash thing back to Tuesday or something like that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's gonna be warm today. We were in like shorts and short sleeves yesterday, some of us, not me, but let's see, did I take a screenshot of it? Nope. Let's see, I put this. So it was like bead inspired Wednesday or something like that, where I would make bead stuff, like, you know, stitch markers or something. You had a fight with an avocado. The avocado won. You had to get stitches, and the avocado's just like, I'm good. Did you at least consume said avocado? Because then if you did, you won, because it got consumed. It's another manic day. Ugh. I just want to get this weekend over with already. Get into next week. I don't want next week to go by fast, though. I just want to get to next week. It's just not coming to me. It totally won. Ugh, that stinks. That stinks. I'm trying to think. Did I get things to make dinner? No, I said I was going to do leftovers tonight. I made like a chicken parm kind of situation yesterday, kind of, but it wasn't breaded chicken. It was chicken in the crock pot with a jar of marinara, Rouse marinara dumped on it, and it cooked on high for 3 hours. Made noodles and put the chicken marinara stuff on top with mozzarella cheese melted on top. So it was all right. I'll probably remake it again, just maybe do it a little differently next time or something. I don't know. Avocados are vicious. That's funny. I like avocados. But getting those big seeds out of the middle, sometimes they can be really in there. It's like you're trying to get it. I stick a knife in it and I try to pop it out, and sometimes that breaks it up, and it's like, come on, I just want the whole thing to come out in one shot. But no, it has to break in pieces. It's like, and then yeah, then it gets a little dangerous because you gotta keep stabbing it. Do. I don't remember what I was going to do. Market Mondays is the only thing I can come up with. I feel like it was something else though for some reason. But then I don't know, so. You don't like them because of the texture, possibly? I guess when it comes to textures, I don't mind most food textures. The only one I don't like are peas in the can. Blech. Peas in the can. Ugh. I don't know. Yo, I'm stuck on trying to figure out what it was. My brain will not let it go. Like, it feels like Market Mondays is close, but I don't know if that's right. I'm not getting the aha, that's it moment, you know? I'm getting the second guessing myself if that's it or not. Oh, that does it all. It pits, slices, and cuts. You stabbed yourself and not just the avocado. Gotcha. Good morning, Miss Debbie. My brain is having a manic Monday on a Thursday. Oh my goodness gracious, how many more rows do I gotta do before this is done? Like, not the blanket, but this. I think it's safe to say I could go ahead and put this in my box of labels. Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Where did I see that? Our high is only 93 today. Okay. Canned peas, yeah. Ooh. Gross. Because I like sugar snap peas, like, oh, fresh out of the garden. Heck, I'll eat peas out of the garden. But not out of the can. And usually not frozen either. Peas are the one vegetable I avoid. Unless it's like, you know, the edamame or the, you know, fresh out of the garden. There's been one time I've had fresh peas out of the garden with my great-grandmother, and that was the last time I ever had fresh garden, and that was a long time ago. Stop falling off my lap. What is our temp today? We are currently sitting at 44. We're 10 degrees warmer than we were yesterday morning at this time. 77. Y'all, we're supposed to be 85 this weekend. Saturday, 85. That is almost flipping summer. And it's not even spring yet. Actually, Sunday will be the spring equinox. And we're going to have summer temperatures the day before. This summer is going to be quite the interesting weather, I think, for us. I foresee, I don't know, it's either going to be really like dry or we're going to have some nasty stuff this year. Well, Frezzy, I like peas, just not out of the can because they're mushy. Ugh. I don't like mushy beans. So like chili beans, the only time I eat those are in chili. Like the red kidney beans and things. If they're mushy, I don't know. I'm not a big mushy bean person. Like I like the snap. The ones with the snap. Or they're not cooked to a mush. But peas in a can are always made mushy. They come in the can mushy. It's just gross. Gross. You're at 62 in Belgium already. Oh, I bet that is lovely. Good morning, Arrow. Good morning to you. We're just going to call it Manic Market Mondays. Because I can't think of what it was. Oh, I thought it was like market. Send some warm weather south. Yeah, we're going to be warm today and through the weekend. And it's just, we're just getting out of winter. And we're experiencing summer weather already. Crazy. Crazy, I tell you. Let's see if I can get through this row without having to add on the next one. Because if I can get through to that, then I'll just put this down for a little bit. Yeah, 77 is our high, which is almost 80. I pretty much just round up to 80 at that point. Like 85 tomorrow or Saturday, I'm just like, it's going to be 90 degrees this weekend. Talk about a 60-degree weather swing, temperature swing. We went from 30s on Monday to 90 on Saturday. Rebecca! Oh my goodness. I'm trying to figure out where to put these handles. Oh, I had it right there. Manic Monday. I don't know, for some reason my brain just keeps telling me it wasn't Market Mondays. I don't know. Maybe it was. I know. We had a snowfall on Tuesday. Snowfall. And it's going to be nice. It's just, this is crazy weather. You know, and around here, it does this every year, you know, with the spring and the fall. The temperatures do this. I mean, you talk to any person that has lived around here long enough, you'll see them do this motion with this time of year. And in the fall, we do it 2 times a year. We do this. And this year, for some reason, my opinion of this is this. We're doing, like, going back on ourselves. We're doing loop-de-loops. We're doing this. I just need to make enough bags to do a market. Bags! I said bags! Yeah, right. 86 today and 94 by Saturday. Sounds, well, I mean, not quite the same as ours, but close. We'll be 86, 85-ish on Saturday. Rebecca, you'll have to let me know, like, if you see, like, I know we're in 2 different areas, but, like, I kind of gauge off of yours a little bit. Because you live in a very similar, like, region of the country. So, like, the people are very similar in what they buy and things. But I am in the city, so I tend to have more city folk. But I think I'm going to get through this row before I run out of yarn again. I don't know that I'll be able to do another one, but shall we play Yarn Chicken and find out? Although I'm not playing Yarn Chicken at this point because I'm not trying to finish. Well, I am trying to finish the blanket, but, like, I won't be finishing it anytime soon. It's funny because I only pick this up once a week because I do everything else. So please, for the core. Perfect projects. Yes, they are. Let's see. Bags, blankets, markets. I mean, Market Monday is the only thing I can think of. What other thing crafty could I do that's M? Because it's not Make It Mondays, because that's what I have my Monday thumbnail already. And if that was the case, I would have been like, I already have that. But it was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. I want to do that. And it completely like gone. Y'all, that idea just flew out of my head. One other crocheter there. Yeah, well, and that's the thing. I have a feeling that I need to start going to some craft fairs and just seeing what is all there, because that'll give me an idea of how to stand out. I'm going to go there with absolutely no crochet on me, so that way I don't give myself away per se. And, you know, that way people are like, you know, a little more open about talking and things and not keeping things back. Kind of secret shopper kind of thing. And like a spy. No. But just figure out a way that I can, you know, market myself uniquely from all the other crocheters that I find at these craft fairs. I need to see what all they're selling. I know a lot of them are probably going to be selling amigurumis. So that is one way that'll help me stand out, is I won't have that. Because I don't do those. It's Manic Monday. Well, yeah, I've got that song stuck in my head, Kimberly. So it's Manic Monday. I wish I could, for the life of me, just go, oh yeah, this, I was doing this, and I came up with this idea, and but my brain says, nope, you will not remember this. Look, I could almost get another row out of this yard. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to look and see if there's any coming up and be like, and just go walk around and shop, window shop. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think my bags would make me stand out for sure. So I need to like really make sure that they are done neatly. They don't look like crap, and you know, they're professionally done. The thing is the lining. That's the other thing I need to do, is I need to just stop wanting to make things and create things and stop and learn how to do sewing machine so I can line my bags. Which end is it going to come out of? It's Manic Monday. Usually not great sellers, as they can't get the price. Yeah. No! I got yarn barf. This is what I'm doing. I'm literally just going, even though it may not be the right color that comes next in the sequence, it still goes, because I think it's gonna turn out just fine. Yeah, that's why I think if I do bags, I should be able to stand out well. But again, I need to go window shop my markets around here. I mean, we have a ton of them. I feel like they're mostly in the fall. Like late summer into like November for Christmas, you know. I don't know. Oh, it's been over an hour apparently. I muted my conversation for a little bit, but it's been an hour. Excuse me. Do. Okay, this looks really silly. It looks really, and it's got like a bulge now right here because I pulled it through there. It's like squishy here, but not so much there. That's where I pulled it out. All right. Oh, crud. Yanni this morning. All right, I worked on a Tunisian project for a moment. I just wish I could remember what that idea was earlier. Market Mondays is the only thing I can think of. That has an M. It has an M word. Market Monday is the only thing I can. Manic markets. Veggie bags, scrubbies, and dishcloths made with natural fibers. Yeah. That's the thing is my bags are going to be very much like acrylic and cotton. Like those are going to be my bags. Yeah. But Rebecca, her market is going to be very similar to mine because she's in a very like similar region. Mo Poncho. Poncho Monday, yeah. Yep, BB, that's what it was. Mo Poncho. Yeah, I wouldn't sell blankets though, so it'd be bags, any shawls or ponchos I have made, which I don't know how well those would sell, but this might not be something I should work on right now because I have to pay attention to where I go with my single crochet. But this is an easy round that I'm on for the most part. Other than having to make sure I skip the right thing. So it says to skip every other stitch, basically, like skip a stitch, and like there's a chain 1 and 2 half double crochets on the round before, and so like trying to distinguish the half doubles from the chain is like so skip that one, go to the chain. Going as a consumer to do. That's what I was saying, Rebecca, that I would do like a secret shopper, window shopping, spy shopping for pricing and inventory. Yep. Well, see, the thing is I wouldn't want to sell what everybody else is selling, so I would make sure that it was, my own thing. But I also don't want to be so unique that people are like, well, that's not what we buy. I just want to be done with this round because I'm tired of trying to figure out which stitch to go into next. I just want to like make it mindless. The 2 rounds after this one is more mindless than this one. This one's not terribly mindful, but it's just, like I said, having to distinguish between the different stitches that I have to skip over. And I'm only about halfway around on this round, so I have all of that to go before I get around. Good morning, Cammie. Yeah, I mean, I suppose the lining on market bags, but like, not all my bags are market bags. I mean, Yeah, I don't think blankets would sell well either, unless you sold them for like a ridiculously underpriced. Do I need a business license? The last time I did them, no, I did not. I was covered under somehow I was covered under my my direct sale company, I think. I don't know. But I never had to have one. So there are a lot of Amy, but at my markets, I try and sell a few of the trending projects. Then I have mainly unique Amy and one-offs. Yeah. I don't know, like, I just want to make one, like the bags, just one-off bags. That's about it. Yeah, the license depends on your. I don't think Nebraska is stringent on the license. I mean, I've gotten away with it, but I haven't had to have one, so. And no one ever told me that I needed one when I was at them, so. I don't think I mean, that'd be something I'd look into. If not, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Yeah. And yeah, so I don't know. I don't think my area requires a business license. Plus, I'm not going to tax anybody either, too, so. Like, I'm not going to charge tax on anything. It's literally going to be a straight price of, like, whatever, so. That's one thing I've never done. I've never taxed anybody when they bought my stuff. Now, I could have with the jewelry that I sold because, I was allowed to and make the tax money back, but then I would have to worry about taxes and all that. So I just was like, you know what? I don't care. I'll eat the cost of the tax. So, but we were pretty, yeah. Yeah, and I live in a big city, but I still was able to do craft fairs. Like I said, when I did them before, which was many, many years ago, gosh, 5+ years ago, probably, pre the vid-demic. So it was before then. So it's been, gosh, it's coming up on almost 10 years, I guess, but like, it's not been that long, but still, it's been quite a while. It's been about 6+ years or so. Gosh, I can't believe it's been that long since that whole stank went down. Started. Although I don't know that it really started, but anyway. Good morning, Mariana. Yay, you're free today, Cami. Oh, hey, I need to change this. I need to change it. I'm working on my, what is it called? The loop and fan. Loops and fans poncho. So, let's see, skip that, go in there. So yeah, I never had to have a business license back then, so I don't know if that has changed in the last 6+ years. The craft fairs that I've done, I don't know if I just liked doing them because it just got me out of the house or what, but I didn't care if I sat there and, I mean, yeah, I cared if I sold anything, but like, I don't know. I was just there to get out of the house and try to sell and make money, but I never really did, but that's okay. Never really had to, so that was part of it. Mariana. But the little craft fairs that I do in like the schools and school gymnasiums and things, those are fun. So I've been playing with the idea of doing them again. So I just need to get a good inventory going first, I feel like. Because what I don't want to happen is I do one, and I'm hopeful, and I dream that I go there and I sell well. Not necessarily sell out, but sell well to where I can't do another one for several months because I gotta, rebuild my inventory. So I kind of want to make enough inventory that I can put a little bit of it out at a time. So but I think what I want to do is if I do one is I want to do like bags, like pouches and what am I doing? Crossbodies, the little bag I made the other day. Did I bring that down here? No, I did not. I left it upstairs again because I was going to show you guys. Could you do a video for my she bought the book? I want to surprise her. Do a few school fun nights and make small items and fill my table with $5 to $10 items so kids and parents have cute things to buy. That's cool. And you do nail binding? That is pretty unique. I don't even know what that is. Shalina's making you confused. I'm sorry. I mean, once you get, you just got to get past that first 6 or 7 rows. And, go watch her video for the tutorial. Go watch it and just, slowly work through it with her. Because once you get to row 7, you literally just repeat 6 and 7 the whole rest of the way. If I could just get around to the end of this round, I would pick it up maybe, but this one is taking a hot minute to get around to the end because I have to pay attention to it. Oh, wow. Well, if it's the repeat that maybe, I don't know that you're confused. Maybe you're just forgetting. Maybe you write it down, and get yourself two completely different stitch markers. Get 2 different stitch markers and mark row 6 and mark row 7. And then what you do is write down X is this row 6 and Y is row 7 for your stitch markers, right? And then when you finish row 6, mark it with your row 6 marker. And then do row 7. Mark it with your row 7 stitch marker. When you finish that, go back to row 6 and move your row 6 marker up to that row. Once you do row 6 again, keep moving it and maybe doing that, and that'll help keep. And then also, don't quote me on this, but one of them is the front post double crochet row and one of them is not. And the one where you do the front post double crochet row, you do 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet in the peaks. So these are just little notes you got to write down to yourself in your little notebooks. Don't worry about the counting. I think Margaret talked about this the other day. I mean, I have not counted anything. But I think the counting is getting me messed up. I don't know. I'm not counting. All I'm doing is I'm just making sure that I work my way up around, every single one of these. And then when I get to the valleys, right, mark your valleys if you need to. Go through and on the next row, mark the 2 center stitches in the valley. Mark that valley with 2 stitch markers. And so that way when you're going along here, you get to that stitch marker, you skip over those 2 stitch markers and continue up the next side. You know, those things. So yeah, like, I'm not counting. I'm pretty much doing like Margaret's doing too. Like, she talked about it the other day, and I'm like, that's pretty much how I'm doing it too. I'm just going along. If I missed one in there, I missed one in there, but so far I haven't counted anything, y'all. I think I might have counted in the first rows in the foundation setup rows, but I haven't counted anything. Don't count. Yeah, just, you know, like I said, mark your valleys and then make your notes. Like, if you're on the front post double crochet row where you're doing front post double crochets, make sure you're only doing 1 double, chain 2, 1 double in your peaks. Yes, use stitch markers. Like, stitch mark the crap out of it if you need to. I highly recommend that, and I do it myself. If I come to a pattern that I need to do that for, I will mark the poo out of my project. Yes, don't be afraid to use stitch markers. There's absolutely nothing wrong using, I don't know what you would call it, but using devices to help you. This one is the Shalina. It's a bag o' day pattern. It's Chalina. Shalina. We don't know how it's pronounced. You'd have to go watch her video and see how she pronounces it. But look, y'all, I did not finish a row. I'm in the middle of a row on this thing, and it's bugging me. So that's why, if I can finish this round on this one, which I don't think I'm going to get around to the end of it before the end of this. Well, I might. Yes, stitch marker the poo out of it. I will say that this pattern I'm working on right here, this loops and fans poncho, it definitely needs some more explanation in the pattern. I've had to do some guessing, and I've had to do some fudging of stitches because it said it needed this many stitches, and I followed the pattern and I ended up with 4 less stitches than it called for, or something like that. So I fudged the 4 stitches into it. And then I got to these loop rows where I had these loops right here. Supposed to have 80 loops. I had 79. So I said, all right, we're going to make 1 more loop. So I squeezed another loop in, and now I have 80 loops. And yeah, so, and then like this, the row before the one I'm on now, it doesn't like clearly state, like, let me just read you what it says. So it says number 11, slip stitch into loop, chain 1 and 2 half double crochets in the same loop and each loop around. So it's, I think I'm thinking too much into it, but like it says chain 1 and 2 half double crochets in the same loop and in each loop around. So it, in my mind, what I'm reading is that you do a chain 1 and 2 half double crochets in every loop. And so that's what I did. But it doesn't like, it doesn't say, it doesn't have like little quotations or asterisks notating what part you put into each loop. It just says chain 1 and 2 half double crochets in the same loop and each loop around. So yes, it's clear, but because of the way I'm used to reading patterns, and they have it in other parts of the pattern too, you know, where they do have the asterisks, but like this is one of those places I think it needs it. Not just assuming, but yeah, this pattern is almost just assuming you know what you're doing, I think. I don't know, but there's been some times where it's been a little like, I don't know if this is what they're wanting me to do. So I'm like, well, this is what I'm going to do because that's what I'm reading. So I'm basically testing the pattern without being a tester. So missing a double, you do 2 in 1 stitch. If you're missing one, yeah. That's, I mean, it just depends on, you know, is it going to be noticeable kind of thing. But yeah, if I, for some reason, if I'm missing just like 1 stitch somewhere, yeah, that's how I'll do it. I will just do 2 in 1 space at some point, like at the end or something, to get me that count back. But it just depends on if there's like a repeat that, you know, if you're missing it within a repeat, then you put it within that repeat. But if it's just like you're doing the same thing all the way around or something, then that's when I would do like maybe that extra stitch at the end. Kind of like I did with the 79 loops. I just squished another loop in there at the end. And I was like, you know, it's just loops, so you're just connecting from loop to loop. So I figured out a way to get that one, and it was the first round of loops on this one. 3, 4. Like I need 32, I add 1. Yeah, are you talking about the Shalina shawl? That one, I don't know how. It just depends on where you're missing the stitch, I guess. If it's, yeah, like on the Shalina, if you're missing a stitch on like one of the like sides of the peaks or something or whatever, yeah, I would add one somehow within that side and not anywhere else, because it's not going to work out, if that makes sense. All right, Lisa. Have a great day. I hope you have a fantastic Thursday. And, you know, if I figure out what my Monday is, then I'll let you know on another live. Trust me, it'll be for a live. So it's, you guys will know when if and when I remember. So for now, it's not going to be Market Mondays because I don't know for sure if that's what it was. So I don't know, because I don't even know what I would do for Market Mondays, because I won't be able to get a full bag done in a Market Monday. So oh my goodness, I still gotta go that far. Dropping my hook. I will say the one thing I don't like about the furls so far is that it slides out of my hand. I've dropped my hook many times over the last day and a half or so. I will say though, it's been tested by being dropped on my hardwood floor upstairs. It didn't break. Doesn't feel broken. But yeah, it just slides out of my hand every once in a while. It's just like I lose my grip on it or something. It's funny. So yeah, just be working on it and it'll just slide out of my hand. Or I was putting it down. I don't remember. Yeah, it slides out of my hand. And you dropped your resin. That's not good. Yeah, this one is metal, half, I think they said like nylon plastic or something. It fell and didn't break, so. It almost fell on concrete yesterday. I was like, no, don't drop it on the concrete. But thankfully it caught on my sweatshirt that I was wearing or something. Like it landed on my lap. Yeah, I mean, this one is actually not too bad. I definitely work with it differently than I do my other hooks. But I started this project with it, so I'm going to finish the project with it. But I can compare it to, this is my clover. It's not much longer. It's just, you know, half an inch or so, I think, to an inch. But here's the old Furls metal one that I have. It's significantly shorter than it. So goes down in size. But yeah, I do like these. They're grippier, but I started with this. I'm gonna try and continue through it. Ooh, that metal hook was cold. I will say they are cold, the metal ones, the straight metal ones, or full metal, whatever you want to call them. But they do warm up in my hands. Gosh, I wish I could remember what I had. Like, I had a whole thought or two around it, and then I moved on to something else very quickly, and so it didn't stick with my brain, and I didn't make it a point to remember it, so it's gonna be one of those, you know, I have those light bulb moments where like, that's what it was kind of moment. And it's gonna be when I least expect it, you know. I just want to get this one round done. You love the wood ones. Oh, I'm almost done. Just a couple more loops, and then I gotta count and make sure I've got 80 loops again, because this is another new round of loops. Because I did a half double crochet round between the two sets of loops. My arms are getting tired because of how I'm sitting. 2, 3, 4. I need to do some grocery shopping. But we're going to be gone all weekend, so it's like, I don't want to do too much. I'm almost done with this. Oh, how far am I? Just a few more. Just a few more. Arms are getting tired. I'm losing steam. Losing steam. I feel like all the conversation is out of me now. Okay. So chain 4 and slip into this one here. Get my stitch marker. And count. All right. So I'm going to count. Hope you guys don't mind. All right. I think, yeah. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. I'm pretty sure I have more than 80. What in the world? Was I supposed to skip over the chains? Because it says chain 1 and single crochet into the first stitch, chain 4, skip 1 stitch, single crochet into the next. And that's what I did. But I should have 80 loops. So maybe I didn't need to skip the chain. So I was counting the chain as a stitch. So maybe what I needed to do was skip one of the half doubles, not the chains. See, I have to count on some things, but the Shalina I did not have to. I've not been counting on. This one I'm counting on. And apparently, I'm glad I did because it is messed up. Where's my blue hook at? Oh, it's upstairs. Gosh darn it. I don't want to go upstairs again. Chill out. I can kind of see him. Let's see. I won't tell to put notes into my whole calendar and patterns, but over the weekend or internet. Oh no. You two need to get along now. Jiminy Christmas. Ugh, I need a 5mm hook. It's not the same hook, but it's a 5mm hook, so. Apparently, I'm going to be beating children today. Can we stop, please? Stop. About to kill the internet upstairs. Jesus. These children are want to unalive. They're flustering me, y'all. They're flustering me. Why do I have to keep changing this every time? There we go. Oh, goodness. You're back. Back, back. You are back, back, back. My children want to not be alive anymore. They're driving me nuts already. It's going to be a long day. TVs are going to get shut off. They're going to get denied technology today. It's going to be a long day. Because you know what? It's going to be nice outside, so I'll probably be sitting outside most of the day. And I'm going to make them be outside most of the day. I need my chill pill. Meaning a moment to myself. I'm a little bit perturbed about that poncho that I'm guessing I needed to skip over. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, they don't, it says to skip the next stitch, and so skip a stitch. And so I counted the chains as stitches. So like I would, I bet that would probably make a huge difference if I actually skip just the half double crochets and not the chains too on that poncho. See, like I'm just doing front post double crochets on this row right now, and I can see my valley come up right there, and I just skip over those two and continue up the other side. I've pretty much been doing that since the beginning that I know of, so like I said, I haven't counted much of anything on this one. Because this is one where you got to make sure you just put the right number of stitches in the right places. Or, the rows repeat, but there's not a lot of things to repeat to have to remember. So like on the front post double crochet row, I know that when I get to my peak, I'm only going to put one double crochet, chain two, one double crochet instead of two double crochets, chain two double crochets. So my children are being a pain today. I don't know what it is with my youngest sometimes. His anger, whew. I've many times told him how to cope with getting angry, and he just doesn't remember it. He just allows himself to get angry and break things. And like, dude, if you break your stuff, I ain't buying new stuff because you broke it out of anger. So sorry, I shouldn't be keeping this off live here, but it's just I gotta talk about it or I'm gonna stew on it and it's gonna make me more flustered. Alright, I need to mute this for another hour. Flower power. Mute for 1 hour. Thank you. That taco is adorable, Rebecca. Can I show your taco? Can I show it? Excuse me. Can I show the taco that you shared in Discord? Excuse me. Oh, where these hiccups came from. I know. He's a good kid. He's just... his anger gets the best of him sometimes. I think my 2 projects for the day are going to be this and the poncho. And adulting. So... I tried to... I bought these clear bins from Target. Ugh. Right there. To put yarn in. But... it didn't put as much yarn in it that I had hoped. And so... I don't know what I'm going to do with those. I think actually I'm going to move what's in these. I think I'm going to empty this one and give it to my daughter. And then I'm going to keep this one with I want one with my pouches and stuff in it. So I'm going to keep one set of wire baskets, I think. And I'm going to give her this because she wants them to put books in and things. Oh, mighty pen. Not much. Ooh, I can show the taco. Yay. Okay, I'm going to show Rebecca's taco. Isn't that cute? It's a cute little taco. Okay, I have to know, how are you keeping all that together without it falling out? Or do they just get to make them like that? There we go. Oh, come on. There's 3 tacos there, it looks like. Adulting. What is this word you speak? I need to put this away. So how do said tacos stay together? It all comes apart. So they're meant to come apart? Is that how they're... So those aren't what you're putting in that pickle jar, right? Or are those just the pickles? Pick your own pickle or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, with this Shalina for Cami, I would totally like, you know, make notes and say, all right, red stitch marker notates or represents row 6. Green stitch marker represents row 7. And then have like a blue one, 2 blue ones marking your middle 2 stitches in your valleys. I mean, you might have to have a ton of stitch markers, but so be it. And then, you know, make a note saying on row 6, make sure you're only putting XYZ, you know. I don't know which row is which anymore. I just repeat. If I do a front post double crochet row, I know the next row is going to be just regular double crochets. And so, see, I'm at my peak. So now I'm going to do 1 double crochet, chain 2, pull some more yarn up, then 1 more double crochet. And then I just continue the front post double crochets down the other side till I get to the one right before the last one. I do it all the way to the where I leave. They skip over the last one. I don't do the last one. I don't even know how many I'm supposed to have on each side of this. So I'm just like, I go until I get to the last one. I skip over the last one, do my chain 1. That's another thing, is I have to remember to do that chain 1 at the beginning and end before the last stitch. But again, I have to remember so little of this pattern that I can remember stuff like this, but yet I can't remember that little idea I had, you know? But I can remember patterns like this. For the most part. You know, I do have times where I'm like, what was that again? Well, was it that or that in the pattern? So I do have to, sometimes I do have to go back and refresh myself. But this one's fresh enough that, so I can remember a lot of it. And there's so little to remember too. All right, that row is done. Now I'm gonna, feels better. All right, so I am done with that row, whatever row that is. I think that's 36, I'm not sure. Now I'm going to frog this and fix this. This is what I do sometimes. I go back and forth. My brain needs that. Frog, rivet, rivet, rivet. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this around until I get this round done because I've frogged all this off and I hate having this mess of yarn all willy-nilly because I don't want it to get so completely tangled. So if I do move to another spot, I'll carefully pick up the pile of yarn. And yeah, I think I was putting too many loops on here for sure because I only needed 80 of them. Ugh. Goodness. My arm is getting tired of frogging. Frogging can be tiresome too sometimes. I gotta be careful. I'm coming up on the end here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I ripped out the end. Oh, no. No, this is the one I started yesterday. No, the one I'm making that I'm designing is still sitting upstairs in a pool of spaghetti noodles. No, they're just sitting. It's just sitting upstairs, like I said, in a pile of yarn at the moment. Okay, so chain 1, single crochet back into yes, and then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I skip that one and I go into this one. That's what I'm going to do. Hopefully I have 80 after I'm done. Hello, Steel. Welcome back. The pickle jar is full of pickles. I'll do it. Okay, I can always share yours. Okay, well, I always have to ask. So, all right, so here's the pickle jar. Come on, phone or camera. That is so cute. Okay, so I skip over that one, go into this one. So I'm basically going to go into the same stitch every time. 2, 3, 4. About to just single crochet into that chain space. 1, 2, 3. 4. I have an idea. I'm going to count something. That's cool that you made it to need to work on your micro crochet. I have Mighty Pen. That is something I have like this small itch to try that, but I don't know. I want to make like granny squares and things, not ammies. I don't think I want to go mini ammies. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You know, if I go 18, if I go into the stitch on each of these loops, that should be 80. I shouldn't have to count then. Two, 3, 4. Yeah, because if I go into the stitch, every other stitch is on the next loop. So in theory, I should have 80 loops when I'm done with this. Skip that one, go into that one. And it's the same stitch on every one too, so that makes it a little more mindless. Woohoo! I like that. 3, 4. That brought my mood up a little bit. 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, next Monday I want, if you guys are in the same boat as me, where you have mini WIPs, whether it be 2 or 20, you're going to put all your WIPs nearby. And what we're going to do is we're going to come on here Monday morning, and after about 5 or 10 minutes, when everybody gets in and settled, we're going to start a 20-minute timer. We're going to pick one. You're going to pick a random WIP. You're going to pick it up. You're going to put, and you're going to work on it for 20 minutes with me. And when that timer runs up, we're going to put that WIP down. We're going to start a new timer, pick up the next WIP, and whichever one you want to pick up. And we're going to work on it for 20 minutes. And we're literally going to do like, I don't know what you call it, but like not a round table, but like an assembly line WIP parade type thing, where we're going to put 20 minutes of work on each WIP until we get through all of them. And then what we're going to do is, once we get to the last WIP in our pile, once we finish that last, or not finish, but once we put that last 20 minutes on that last WIP, we're going to put that one down, and we're going to go right back to the beginning and pick up the first one. And we're going to go through. And we're just going to like, what am I talking? It's not assembly. Is it assembly line? But like, we're going to like cycle through. We're going to cycle through all those WIPs, 20 minutes at a time on each project. And, the goal is to either finish or get further along and closer to finishing our WIPs. And I'm calling that our spring cleaning of our WIP pile. So like for Rebecca, you can come on and be like, all right, I'm going to find a bunch of your 20-minute projects that you can make a whole bunch of. And so next week, Rebecca, you could get a whole, if you're here with us every morning, that is, for the hour and a half, 2 hours that we're here, you'll come on and just, finish an Amy in 20 minutes. Round robin, there you go. Well, Marianne, I mean, if you want to do, bring all your WIPs, but then like pick one up, work on it for the whole time we're working on all of ours. And then the next day, either work on that same one or pick up a new one. That way you're not flip-flopping around if you can't do that. But, as you can tell, that is something I easily do very regularly. Rebecca can't make a blanket in 20 minutes. I don't think that. She'll make an Amy in 20 minutes. I mean, if it's a small enough blanket, I could see Rebecca making a blanket in 20 minutes. Oh, gotcha. Oh, darn. Well, there you go. You can work on his birthday present. So, yeah. Got something to work on. There you go. Melissa has it, Marianne. Let's see how many beanies you can make next week. You could have like a whole slew of them to give away for next winter when it gets cold again. You'll be ready to go before next winter. I still need to make a t-shirt for Marianne. I'm still, I think I'm going to get a different color t-shirt. I know she likes green, so I might try to do a green t-shirt. Because Melissa wanted a t-shirt made for her. I was going to put like, what did I say it was? It was like Queen bee knee maker. So like Queen Bee, but bee knee maker. There you go, Marianne. Just make beanies. What time is it? Well, that's a whole lot faster to get around, that's for sure, than what I was doing. No wonder it was taking me forever to get around. I was putting way too many loops. Should have been skipping just the half double crochets the whole time. Like, it needs to put that in there. Like, only skip the half double crochet. Chain ones do not count as a stitch for us, you know, not smart people like myself. Beanie Beast. She's the queen beanie maker. Oh, come on. Even just sitting in a pile, it got tangled up without moving. Three, four. If you give a mouse a cookie. I love that. I love how you do that with the books and the Ammies. I don't know. I don't have the, I mean, look, I have the.
Okay. Just look, I got an 81 in my audio expression.
Good job. That's a good score.
Yeah.
I probably was going to say. Yeah. Oh, I know what I want to ask you guys. So, I've been told by Offspring #1 that she wants amigurumi books that actually require sewing. She doesn't prefer the no-sews. The Jenna book that she was working out of, she's like, I don't like the no-sews. I don't mind sewing on the parts and the pieces. And I told her, I was like, you can take any amigurumi book and use the blanket yarn, but are there any amigurumi books out there that use the blanket yarn that aren't the Jenna no-sews? Like, she doesn't care. She wants to sew the pieces on. I don't know why, but she wants the sewing ones. I'm like, okay then. Yeah, she could work on your pattern, that's for sure. If you give a mouse a cookie. But yeah, she wants like the Emmys that are on the book cover of Jenna's book, but where she actually has to sew the parts on. So that way, if it's looking like this, it's looking like this the rest of its life. Brindley.
What?
Rebecca says that a girl.
What?
But I was telling them how you want books where you have to sew the pieces on.
Yeah.
And one of my friends, Rebecca, says that a girl. She prefers that too. Giga Power, great. Yeah, she wants like pieces with blanket yarn. Do they have any books like that though? I tried looking on Amazon for amigurumi books, and most of them have worsted weight on the pictures. She wants to make the Ammies, the blanket yarn ones. I think she's not really big into the little yarn yet. She wants the big yarn stuff. Pika Pow 1 and 2. Yay, Marianne gets to start her new sweater. I'm kind of excited to finish this one. This poncho. Okay, I wish my brain could wrap around the math to making this. Like, she increases it, but like, I don't know how to do that. Like, this increasing doesn't make sense to my brain. Like, I can follow the pattern, But like the squares and things with the corners, those make more sense to my brain because I kind of know how to increase those, except for the Shalina. It has like 7 points on it. That's what I was telling her. She can just make them with blanket yarn, but she wants the books with that. I'm trying to tell her, like, she hasn't quite figured out that patterns are just patterns. You can use whatever you want with them, typically. And that's what I told her, that her things would probably just come out a lot bigger. I mean, she would just have to find the ones that were less detailed. But like, she wants to make the dragon that is on Jenna's book. So she wants to make like an easy dragon, but like not like the dragon I made. A simple dragon pattern. Actually, you know what? I bought the one that Frizzy did. I was gonna maybe I give her that pattern. Let's see. Etsy. No, I want my Etsy shop, or my Etsy, not my shop. Etsy.com. There we go. Purchases. I wonder if this would be one she could make, because it uses blanket yarn. Download. But yeah, maybe I just need to look around on Etsy or something. The one that you're making for Lizzie, I think. The Winnie one. This one right here. Gotta find it. It's taking its time coming up. It's trying to open Acrobat. I don't know if I can share it from there. Okay, there's nothing on that pattern on that page. I can share that. This one, right? Window. This one. This one. Hide. I don't know what I'm doing here. All right, stop. There we go. You got 3 new furls. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other thing they need to put on here is like a thumb. Like, I want it to stay in I want the hook head to stay in a certain spot with my thumb. Because I do notice if it gets turned a little bit, I struggle with pulling it through the stitch. Do you need it unlocked? It's 9:15. I mean, you might as well get started on your school, because you got to do the hour science live afterwards. I've given you 2 hours. Let me know if you need more for that live. Yarn ban until I finish sorting the rest. I know. Looks almost like Falcon from Neverending. It does. I know, the Neverending Story dragon. One, 2, 3, 4. I'm almost back around. I might be able to get back around by the end of this live. concentrate on it, I can. Ka-ching! That'd be Rebecca. Oh yeah, those would be cute. I need to get that book. Oh hey, I could have it here today. Oh, let's see. Go to cart. That could be here. Let's see. Save for later. Save for later. Oh my god, stop moving. Save for later. Stop moving. Jesus. Save for later. Okay. Proceed to checkout. I just need something to be soft and fit well and look cute. When it comes to a sweater or cardi. I need to wear, if it gets cold again, I'll have to wear my one-of-a-kind Kimberly sweater that she made me. She used somebody else's pattern, so it's not 100% one-of-a-kind, but it's one-of-a-kind made by her using somebody's pattern. In the happy color that I like. One, two, three, four. You're almost there. So basically, when I'm done with this round, I'm going to do 2 more rounds of loops, but I won't have to worry about skipping stitches. I just have to go single crochet into each of the loops with the chains in between. So it'll be the same kind of thing. It's just I won't have to worry about finding the right stitch to put it into. For now, I'm picturing, yeah. Need to start now for August. Yeah. Yep. I feel ya. All right, so let's count, because I am counting the loops just to make sure I'm getting all my 80 loops in. Oh my gosh, I really wish the pounding on the floor upstairs would stop. Like, goodness gracious. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80! Woohoo! I have 80 loops, y'all. I have 80 loops. I think, I love how light and like flowy this is already. I wish I could figure out how to, Marianne, you need to tell me your secret to round, how you do round ponchos like this. Even though I'm working one, it's like I still struggle with figuring out how to design this myself. That's why I'm not against doing other people's patterns, because it helps me maybe get a better understanding. sometimes, but this one I'm still like, I don't know, it's like I need it explained to me or something. Chain 1 single crochet into the first stitch. That's not right. I'm going to slip into the loop, chain 1, single crochet back, and then chain 4. One, 2, 3, 4. I want to get all this yarn back on here. 3, 4. I need you to explain to me how to do these round ponchos. Because, like, I don't know how it does, like, making sure I increase it, but not, like, how to increase it is my issue. Thank you for being here. Mighty Pen is off to save the day. It was fun hanging out with you too. Thank you for being here. But, like, I want to, okay, so the round poncho, Marianne, I want to figure out how I increase it, but not increase it too much, too fast, or not enough, or whatever. That's where I get, like, I'm like, I don't know how to do this. Because, like, they go from, like, 160 stitches to 200 stitches to 250. I mean, I suppose I could just use the same kind of increasing they do, but, like, incorporating that into my own stitches. You know what I'm saying? Cammy's, yeah. Pre-game. Pre-frizzy. Pre-frizzy live. Three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Impkin book, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. I have that one, I think. I think I have the Impkin book. I have a mushroom pattern I could give her too. But she's already looked through my books, so that's the thing. Is like she just needs to realize that she can take any of my amigurumi books that I have and make them with whatever yarn she wants to. That's, yeah. So, yeah. For me, yeah, with this, you know what? It's just increasing like I do with the, okay, I can get my head wrapped around the fact that basically a round poncho is like a beanie, but with a hole. So it's like a poncho is a blanket with a hole in the middle of it, a square hole. Whereas this is a beanie with the beanie cut out of it, with the head hole cut out of the center. Or a round blanket, or like a doily pattern type of thing. But it's like, so the increases are the same, but I don't want to increase too fast because I want it to be, I don't want it to be flat. I want it to, drape and be pretty. And do I have that Impkin book? I thought I did. Oh, I do. Yeah, that would be cute. She could easily make that with blanket yarn. I mean, they would be huge, but that's okay. I so badly want to make one of these. I don't know why, but this one and this one. I mean, all three of them are cute, but that hat just feels cumbersome to me. But this little strawberry right here is so cute, and this little mushroom imkin. Isn't that like that character from whatever Dandy's World or something? That strawberry, a little bit different maybe. Oh, let's see. For the poncho I'm doing, I do set rounds with my regular stitches and do a 6th round with 2 double crochets in each stitch, if that makes sense. So you do like at what, so like, no. So every 6th round you do an increase. Is basically what you're doing. Sprout, yeah. I thought so. I thought you said he's like a strawberry or something person. Not the same, obviously, but similar. Yeah, she could make a bunch of this. The thing is I'd have to start buying some of that. I mean, she would even use the Parfait Chunky yarn. It's a little bit thinner than the blanket yarn, so she would even use that because that would get her more of the colors, you know, the not muted colors, the more bright, vibrant colors. Because I feel like blanket yarn, you're very limited in colors. And they're usually like pastel, like muted kind of colors. All right, I'm trying to get this yarn barf mess. I'm almost there. That's all I have left. I'm almost into a second. I'm quite a ways into the second round of loops after frogging all that off. I had almost 2 rounds of loops on 1 round. That's funny. Well, I got to 80 and I still had probably like another 40 loops, so I almost had double. Yeah, I'll have to show her that Empkin book and be like, look, you can make these and make a bunch of them, and you know, maybe by this fall the 2 of us can do a market together and sell our stuff. She can be the Amy girl and I'll be the bag girl, the bag lady. The bag and the bag and blankets. Although I've gotten away from blankets here lately. I've been in a bag kick. Although I've been struggling on the bags lately because I'm like, I don't know, like my brain is like struggling to start them. Like what shape and things to do. I don't know, I'm just not a fan of doing the rectangular ones because I don't want to do like single crochet bottoms just to get them started. So like all my bag designs are, if I don't do that, are going to be like market bags with holes and things in them. So that's why I need to figure out how to sew liners. Now you want to make a Parfait Chunky Imkin? I love it. Well, I have made it to the end of my yarn barf, my frogged barf. I need to mark my beginning of my row with a stitch marker. Where is the beginning at? Did it really get that far around on a second round already? Almost. I got about halfway-ish. I need to mark it so I can not lose my spot. I'm going to use this one. This is my first stitch right here. So I almost got about halfway around. A little over halfway. So I am going to get off of here. Go live my life, as Helix says. Yeah, I know. I just need to get over the fact that I can make market bags. And I don't have to make all my bags not wholly. So, I'm going to get off of here. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'm going to get more of this done. Like, this thing doesn't even feel like it's hardly used yet. Like, it's still got some heft to it. Like, there's not much missing out of the center. Oh, my goodness. Put it in my basket here and take my basket upstairs. I need to mark, or not mark, but put a stitch marker in my stitch before I lose all my work. There we go. See, stitch markers. Use them. Use them. All right. Have a fantastic Thursday. I will see y'all on the YouTube streets at Prizzy's here in a little bit and Cammie in a little bit shortly. And don't forget, you guys are all somebody to somebody. And I hope you feel the love. Have a great Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place.